You probably think one drink a day isn't a big deal. But what if I told you that it might be slowly stealing your mind, and no one is warning you about it? I'm serious. That small glass of wine, that beer in the evening, the cocktail at dinner. It might seem harmless. It might even feel like a reward after a long day. But inside your body, inside your brain, that little drink could be turning back the clock in the wrong direction. Not in years, but in function. Memory slips. Word-finding problems. Trouble balancing when you get up from your chair. Waking up in the night and not feeling rested. You know what I'm talking about. These little moments that start to add up. You shrug them off. Just aging, you say. It happens. But what if it's not just aging? What if that single drink, that quiet, regular habit, is making things worse? What if every sip is quietly robbing you of the very things you want to protect most? Your independence. Your sharp mind. Your ability to stay on your feet, in your home, living your life. Here's the scary part, your body doesn't handle alcohol the way it used to. Not after 60. Not even close. Your liver breaks it down slower. Your brain is more sensitive to its effects. Even a small amount can interfere with medications, disturb your sleep, weaken your muscles, and cloud your thinking. But nobody tells you that. They still say, a glass of red wine is good for the heart. But no one says, that same glass could increase your risk of a fall, or even dementia. It's not dramatic. It's not extreme. It's just the truth. And it's happening to millions of older adults every single year, quietly, invisibly, because no one ever warned them what to watch out for. But you're here. And today, I'm going to show you the truth, plain and simple. For alcoholic drinks that could be aging your brain, weakening your body, and stealing your energy. And 4 safer, smarter drink options that can actually support your health, without sacrificing your enjoyment. This isn't about guilt. It's about choice. Because the more you understand, the more power you have to stay strong, sharp, and independent, for years to come. So let's talk about it, the alcohols that can quietly work against you. The ones that look fun on the surface, but inside your body, they stir up chaos. Not all drinks are created equal, and some are especially risky once you're over 60. Let's start with the first one. Number 1, sweet cocktails, like margaritas and daiquiris. They taste like vacation. They're fruity, colorful, cheerful. But inside? They're a perfect storm of sugar and alcohol. And that combo? It fuels inflammation, the very thing that speeds up aging, stiffens joints, fogs up your brain, and worsens conditions like arthritis or diabetes. The sugar hits your bloodstream fast, spiking your blood sugar. Then dropping it, leaving you tired, cranky, or craving more. Add alcohol to the mix, and you've got a drink that sends your system into a spiral, raising stress hormones, disrupting sleep, and putting extra pressure on your heart and liver. And don't be fooled by the so-called skinny or light versions. Many still contain hidden syrups, chemical sweeteners, and alcohol levels that are stronger than you realize. It may feel like harmless fun, but behind the scenes, it's a recipe for fatigue, weight gain, and metabolic stress. Try this instead, a citrus spritzer, just soda water, a splash of fresh lime or lemon, maybe a dash of bitters. It's refreshing, hydrating, and doesn't overload your system. Number 2, beer, especially heavy or craft varieties. I know, for a lot of folks, beer feels like a tradition. A comfort. A social thing. But here's the hard truth, most beers, especially the darker or craft kinds, are loaded with carbohydrates. And as you age, your body doesn't burn those carbs like it used to. That beer belly. It's not just about looks, it's visceral fat. The kind that wraps around your organs, messes with blood sugar, and increases your risk of type 2 diabetes. What's worse? Regular beer intake has been linked to lower testosterone levels, and that's important for both men and women. Testosterone helps maintain muscle, energy, bone density, and even mental sharpness. When it drops, you can feel weaker, slower, and more fatigued, and not even realize why. And let's not forget, beer can bloat your belly, disrupt digestion, and leave you feeling sluggish and stiff. Try instead, if you really enjoy an alcoholic drink occasionally, a small glass of dry red wine, just 3 or 4 ounces, might be a gentler option. We'll get into why in the safer list later on. These are the kinds of choices most people don't think twice about, until the effects catch up. You might be thinking, but I don't drink that much. That's the trap. It's not always about how much, it's about how your body reacts now compared to how it used to. At 65, 70, 80, everything shifts. Even small things can have a big impact. And that's why we're doing this, not to scare you, but to arm you. To give you knowledge most doctors don't mention during your checkups. Because if you know what to watch out for, you can make smarter choices that protect your brain, your heart, your sleep, and your independence. Let's keep going, because we're not done yet. There are still 2 more drinks that can quietly chip away at your health, even if they seem totally normal. The next one. It's often seen as the grown-up drink. Refined. Clean. Strong. But beneath the surface, it can be one of the most dangerous, especially as you age. Number 3, hard liquor shots, like vodka, whiskey, or tequila on their own. A straight shot of liquor might feel quick, simple, even sophisticated. No sugar. No mixers. No fluff. But here's the truth you rarely hear. That concentrated alcohol hits your system like a punch to the gut and the brain. When you were 30, your liver could process that shot fast and move on. At 70? Not so much. One shot can cause a sudden drop in coordination, a steep spike in blood pressure, and a sharp disruption to your balance and reflexes, especially if you're already taking blood pressure or heart medications. And if you're drinking at night, it doesn't help you sleep, it actually does the opposite. Alcohol suppresses REM sleep, the deep kind your brain needs to stay sharp. So even if you fall asleep quickly, you're more likely to wake up groggy, confused, or restless, not rested. And here's something most people don't realize. Even 1 ounce of hard liquor at the wrong time can increase your risk of falling. And for seniors, falls aren't just bruises. They're broken hips. Long recoveries. Even permanent loss of independence. So if you're reaching for a shot, pause. Ask yourself, is this really worth the risk? If you must indulge occasionally, dilute it. Add soda water. Add ice. Use a low-alcohol herbal mixer. Stretch it out. Sip, don't shoot. Respect your body's limits. Because the margins are thinner now, and your health is too valuable to gamble with. Now let's talk about a drink that hides behind comfort and nostalgia. The kind of thing you might enjoy around the holidays. Or add to coffee during a quiet evening at home. But for your body, it's a double threat in disguise. Number 4, cream liqueurs, like Bailey's, eggnog with alcohol, or similar creamy drinks. These are sneaky. They taste smooth, rich, even calming. But they're packed with exactly what your body struggles to handle most after 60. Dairy fats, sugar, and alcohol. This trio might not seem dangerous, but here's how it plays out inside. The fat slows digestion. The sugar spikes your insulin. And the alcohol inflames your gut lining and messes with nutrient absorption. Together, they can lead to weight gain around the belly, increased acid reflux, and over time, even insulin resistance or worsening of metabolic conditions like prediabetes or fatty liver. Plus, the richness of these drinks can leave you feeling sluggish, bloated, and off balance, especially when consumed at night. You might sleep, but you won't rest. You'll wake up with a dry mouth, a heavy head, and a tired body, and wonder why. And here's the dangerous part, these kinds of drinks often feel so mild, so cozy, that they don't even feel like alcohol. But your body knows the difference. And it responds, slowly, quietly, until the effects add up. Instead, try this. A warm golden turmeric milk, made with almond or oat milk, a pinch of cinnamon, and a touch of honey. It's non-alcoholic. It's anti-inflammatory. And it actually supports restful sleep, calms digestion, and protects your brain and joints. That's a comfort your body will thank you for. So now you've seen them. The 4 drinks that seem harmless, but aren't. The ones that feel normal, but slowly pull at your balance, your brain, your energy. Sweet cocktails. Heavy beers. Hard liquor shots. Creamy liqueurs. And now that you know, you can choose better. Because this isn't about giving up everything you enjoy. It's about protecting what matters more, your independence. Your clarity. Your strength. And there are drinks, safer ones, that can support you, not sabotage you. And we're about to get into those, next. Alright, now that you know what to avoid, let's shift gears. Because here's the good news. You don't have to give up the ritual, the glass in hand, the small joy that comes with sipping something special. You just need to choose drinks that respect your body, not burden it. And yes, those drinks exist. Let's walk through 4 better options, drinks that work with your aging body instead of against it. Think of them not as substitutes, but as smarter companions for this chapter of your life. Number 1, dry red wine, in moderation. Let's be honest, red wine has gotten a lot of press over the years. Some call it heart-healthy. Others say it's just alcohol in disguise. The truth is somewhere in between, and it comes down to what kind, and how much. A dry red wine, like Pinot Noir or Cabernet Sauvignon, contains something powerful. Resveratrol. This natural compound, found in the skins of red grapes, has been studied for its potential to support brain function, protect heart health, and reduce inflammation. It's not a miracle, but it's not meaningless either. For some seniors, a small glass, just 3 to 4 ounces, a few times a week can be a gentle way to unwind without tipping the balance. The key is moderation, not daily, and not on nights when you're taking medication that affects the liver or brain. No topping off. No refills. Just a conscious, measured glass. Paired with food, not on an empty stomach. That's how you enjoy the benefits without the burden. Number 2, kombucha, low alcohol, fermented tea. Now this one surprises people. Kombucha is a fermented tea that contains beneficial bacteria and gentle acids that support your gut, your second brain. And if you didn't know, your gut health plays a major role in your immune system, mood, digestion, and even memory. Kombucha may contain trace amounts of alcohol, usually less than 0.5%, but it's not enough to affect cognition or balance for most healthy seniors. What you get instead is a fizzy, slightly tart, refreshing drink that's naturally low in sugar and packed with compounds that help your digestive system run smoother. The trick is choosing the right one. Look for unpasteurized kombucha with no added sugars and less than 0.5% alcohol, this will be printed on the label. And start slow, just a few ounces at a time to see how your body responds. It's an excellent way to satisfy that craving for something tangy or bubbly, without harming your brain or body. Number 3, herbal mocktails, with adaptogens or calming herbs. If what you really crave is the ritual of a cocktail, the glass, the flavor, the moment to yourself, then you'll love this one. Herbal mocktails are completely alcohol-free drinks made with calming herbs like lemon balm, chamomile, ashwagandha, or even passion flower. These ingredients have been used for centuries to reduce anxiety, support sleep, and protect the nervous system. And unlike alcohol, they don't disrupt your brain chemistry or leave you foggy in the morning. You can find them in pre-made bottled drinks, or even make your own at home. Mix sparkling water with a splash of tart cherry juice and a few drops of herbal extract. Add some crushed mint or cucumber for freshness. Suddenly, you've got a glass that's not only enjoyable, but actually supports your health. And here's the bonus. Many of these herbs help with sleep, inflammation, and mental focus, exactly the areas that tend to decline with age. So you're not just avoiding harm, you're actively doing something good. Number 4, golden milk, a warm, comforting turmeric tonic. Sometimes, the craving for a drink isn't about alcohol at all. It's about comfort. That's where golden milk comes in, and it's one of the best nighttime drinks a senior can have. It's made from turmeric, a natural anti-inflammatory spice that's been shown to support brain function, joint health, and even mood. You mix it with warm almond or oat milk, a pinch of black pepper, to help absorption, and a touch of cinnamon or honey if you like. The result? A cozy, nourishing drink that helps your body wind down, repair, and rest. Unlike alcohol, which disrupts sleep cycles and raises stress hormones, golden milk soothes your nervous system. It calms. It heals. It supports deep, quality sleep. And more importantly, it's part of a new ritual. A ritual not of coping or escape, but of nourishment and strength. So there you have it. For drinks that don't rob your health, they reinforce it. Dry red wine, in true moderation. Low alcohol kombucha. Herbal mocktails with calming botanicals. Golden milk with turmeric for healing rest. These are small changes. But they create big ripples. Because every choice you make, every sip you take, is either helping your body, or slowly wearing it down. And now, you know better. So you can do better. Not just to live longer, but to stay sharp, strong, and independent, on your terms. So let's bring it all together. If you want to stay steady on your feet, if you want to wake up clear-headed, rested, and strong in your own skin, it starts with what's in your glass. Because the truth is, not all drinks are created equal, and not all habits age you the same way. Some drinks might feel harmless, even comforting, but slowly chip away at your balance, your brain, and your energy. The sweet cocktails. The heavy beers. The hard shots. The creamy liqueurs. They don't always show their damage right away. But inside, they're nudging your blood pressure higher. They're disrupting your sleep. They're slowing your reflexes and clouding your mind, little by little, night after night. And if you're over 60, your body's margin for error is smaller. Every choice counts more. But the good news? You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to start, small. Start by replacing one risky drink with a better one. That could be a modest glass of dry red wine with dinner. Or a tangy, gut-friendly kombucha in the afternoon. Or a calming mocktail with brain-supporting herbs instead of alcohol. Or even a golden milk before bed that helps you sleep deeply, without confusion or hangovers. These are more than drinks. They're signals to your body, telling it to heal, not hurt. They protect your heart. They sharpen your mind. They give you back the control you deserve. So if there's one thing to take away from today, it's this. The power is in your hands. Not your doctor's. Not your family's. Not some prescription. Yours. Your choices shape how well you age. Your habits determine whether you wake up energized or exhausted, confident or off balance, empowered or dependent. And it all starts with what you pour into your cup. So this week, don't try to change everything. Just choose one better drink. Swap out just one harmful habit. And see what happens. You might feel steadier on your feet. You might sleep a little deeper. You might even wake up with more clarity and calm than you've felt in years. One small choice, one ripple of change. That's how strength is rebuilt. That's how you thrive, not just survive, at any age. Now take a moment. Just breathe, and really think about it. Which of those drinks surprised you the most? Maybe you've been sipping something for years, something you thought was harmless, even healthy, and now you're realizing it may have been quietly working against you. Or maybe, one of the healthier options sparked a thought. I could actually try that. That's how change begins. With a simple pause. With a moment of honesty. And I know it's not always easy. Habits are more than actions, they're stories. They're tied to memories, routines, comfort. But if there's one thing you've probably learned in life by now, it's that growth doesn't come from staying the same. It comes from choosing better, even when it's unfamiliar. Especially when it's unfamiliar. So let me ask you. Is there a drink you're going to miss? Or maybe, one you're curious enough to try? Tell us in the comments, we read every single one. And let us know where you're watching from. Whether you're in a quiet town, a big city, or somewhere in between. This community is about all of us, growing stronger, together. At Thriving Age Tip, we believe aging should be empowering, not limiting. You're not invisible. You're not too old. You're not done. You're wiser. You're resilient. You still have power in every decision you make. So if you want more guidance, more tools, more real talk about how to protect your body, sharpen your mind, and reclaim your energy, this is where you belong. Click that subscribe button. Tap the bell so you never miss a tip. Because we're just getting started, and there's so much more ahead. Not just more years. But better ones. Stronger ones. Clearer, brighter, fuller ones. You deserve that. So thank you for being here, and remember. Every age has power. And your best days? They're still possible. One small change at a time. This is Thriving Age Tip, and we'll see you in the next video.